here we are, episode... Well, you know, I'm going to stop saying episodes, because somewhere along the line we got a little bit out of sync with YouTube. You know, when we Twitch stream and do music requests, I can't upload that to YouTube, but that's an episode, right? So now we've got an episode that's missing for folks. So I'm actually going to probably do music requests less, or not on, let's call them important projects. We'll do them just on personal projects, that type of thing. But it also means that YouTube is now like one behind on its episode number, and me repeating it here in Twitch means that we just can't change the labels, right? So not doing that. Let's just say we're about 70 hours into this one. Yeah, we're about 70 to 80 hours into this project. But before we get into that, much love to every single Twitch subscriber and my Patreon backers out there. Nothing but love to you. Every dime comes straight back into the channel. It goes on hardware, software, candy beans, don't ask. And pays for PEX. And we all know that PEX powers the channel. So thank you. It really just means that we just keep on going. It's the reason why my YouTube channel is getting better. It's the reason why my social channels are getting better. And it's the reason why my Patreon awards, which also go to Twitch subscribers, are just getting better all of the time. So thank you. It's because of you. So tonight, we are working on the final piece of the Castle Keeper's Guide. Sans colouring. Sans colouring, okay? So this is a series of 12 maps, different size settlements, different size fortifications, and we've got all of this done. We're getting really super close to colouring, and we're working on the Greater Castle. And we've got a little bit of work to do on this, I'm not going to lie, but I'm basically looking at these plans of Crac de Chevalier. I'm butchering that, I know. And we're doing a top-down version of it. And tonight I'm going to finish at least the arrowed areas that you could see there. I want to get that dialed in, figure out what I want to do with that sort of central courtyard. And then we're going to go to the outside. I want to get the ditch. You see this ditch here? I want to get that drawn in, get the roads drawn in, and then actually start on battlements. That's what I wanted to get done tonight. So with that said, let's jump into this bad boy. Hey, Alex Vixen, I didn't think you were going to be here this week. How is the computer upgrade going, young lady? Okay, Wargaming. If that's the case, hold on a sec. Maybe we have a CloudBot issue, huh? Maybe we have a CloudBot issue. Took the gold, huh? Okay, well, we'll give you the gold back. But that's interesting. Okay, they clearly have some kind of CloudBot issue. Clearly. So, we're going to tell people not to do it. Well, you know what? If you redeemed a bean, later on, I'll eat a bean. Where did I put my pen? There we go. So, let's get this center area dialed in. What do I want to do with this? What the hell is going on with my hair here? Hold on. Alright. Alright, so let's just do a delete here. Let's get rid of you. Alright, so we have this here is this, and then we've got the outer wall that goes around to this here, and I think there's an entry right down there, so I'm actually going to draw that. So there's kind of like an entry here. I want to actually be on pen pressure size, so there's an entry here, and I'm actually going to mark the entry so I don't forget about it. There we go. Nice. And that I think what's going on is there's something like under there, and I think there's a ramp here, and I think it's leading to this sort of courtyard here. I think this is a courtyard right here. But I am definitely not really following this, like, at all. You know, I'm actually... We're gonna... I think I'm gonna make this. I think this is part of this. Ooh, that's not good. Let's make the eraser smaller. Don't do the info, you know I haven't updated it. I was watching you, not actually getting prepared. Alright, so I think that's that building there. Which means, so what are we dealing with here? That's that lower bit there. There's definitely a lower area here, because there's a doorway right here. That is... You know, where is my... Not that one. I don't know what that is. Let's get rid of that. No, and I'm getting rid of you. I don't like you. There. See, this doesn't have any of this. Yeah, that doesn't help. Oh, so the Claudius stuff is working. It's just the redeem stuff is not working. Interesting. I think Wargaming, you walked into that one. Come on, you know she's like ex-SAS bouncer, like James Bond style woman. She know what type of answer did you expect from her? I don't know what I'm gonna do with this freaking courtyard. This courtyard is killing me. I feel like this whole area here is solid. It just looks solid, but it can't be. Well, maybe it can be. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass. So I think what we're gonna do here is let's do something like this. I really don't know about this, but we're gonna follow that line. Then we're going to follow that line. And then we're going to join there. And what I'm doing is I'm following this. That, and that. Which I think is joining on to this. So that's what I just did there. And so we have this comes around. This is, look at that. That's interesting. What's going on there? So we've got then this here is this. I think it's lower than this section of the wall. I think it's solid behind there. But the problem is I can't see it. But you see, look at this. That's all solid right there. And we have steps coming up here. And I know there's a little cutaway. I'm probably not going to do the cutaway. I don't think we need it. But there are steps coming up right there. Wow, my erasing is not on point tonight. There we go, that'll do it. I think this is solid. This is a solid chunk of roof. And I think there's another solid chunk right there. And so there's some kind of like courtyard here. So it's almost like it comes from... I don't know, we could bring it from here. We could bring it from here. We could kind of come down here. And then it cuts across to there. So let's just do that. Let's just bite the bullet and do it. Oh, wait. No, I never even saw them, Wargame. No, I totally did not see them. I literally completely missed them. We must have had too much going on. My apologies. Not intended, but completely missed, sir. Completely missed. I'm going to do something like that. I'm going to do something like that. And we are going to have this doorway come out into the courtyard right there. Well, not there. Kind of around the corner under there. So let's change up Roosh. And there's another one. There's another door there. I'm just doing this so I know where I'm going to draw my paths later on. And I'm going to guess it has to be some kind of... Do they not have a stairwell going up? Do you have to go inside one of the buildings to come out the top or something? Alright, cheers for Wargaming. I see it this time. Alright, well the outside... Okay, so that's an interesting one. Okay, so let's bring that across. Let's bring that across. Okay, no, that's a good angle, actually. These are good angles. Let's grab them too. Okay, let's take a look at these. So, I think what we're going to actually do... By the way, I love the addition of the tents on the outside. Let's just copy that. Let's paste it here. And let's just keep that as a little bit of visual reference off to one side. And then, so that one we've got. Yeah, let's take a look at this one. Let's take a close look at this. Alright. So let's do a compare and contrast here. So I think that this is actually viewing from the north. Okay, let's just call it the north. So we've got tower, and then tower. I'm not planning on getting all of these little things in. We've got the tower here. There's a gate right there. So let's draw that in. So we have a gate here. this tower here. Look at the wonderful details on this. Isn't that just incredible? Look at us. So when I play the game 7 Days to Die, it's this type of thing I want to build. I'm actually really tempted the next time I play seriously, which is going to be obviously after Cyberpunk. I actually want to build this castle. This is a great castle. It is the reverse of what I have, but that's good. This is giving us an angle we haven't seen before. So this here is this, which means this is this. And look, this is some interesting detail right here. I think I want to add that. I think I want to add that little bit of detail right there. We're gonna do... Although it doesn't quite match this, does it now? Oh no, it's this. It's this. And there is this big flat roof here. So I'm just gonna abstract this a little bit. We're gonna do this. Not like that though. Not like that. Come on, Phaeton. And then we'll do a small one. Well, come here. Okay, something like that. So that's that. We've got the top of the U, we've got the wall going on, there's a background area, we've got the tower over here, that's this guy over there. Well, so 7 Days to Die is basically Minecraft, but with better graphics. And it's got zombies in it. So you get much of the same build experience in the same way. It's blocks that you put together. I'd love 7 Days to Die for that. Alright, so we got this, and then that's that, there. Then we got this, look at wonderful arches. Look at those arches. And those arches are going to be underneath here. And then we've got the big corner tower. Look at these. Look, what an imposing structure this is. Such a super sexy thing. Thank you. We've got the walkway going here. Goes to a tower here. And then this structure here is that. And then this wall is this bit. Now here, so in here, that's this courtyard. That almost implies that this oh, look, it is. There it is. There it is. There's your stairs. Right there. Right there. That is actually pretty close to this tower. And that comes across. Look at that. That's nuts. And there is a pretty sharp angle then. So it's a kind of in alignment with this. So if I went like this, and then I draw it, let's say, across. No, it goes the other way. So we would go here to there. Because it has the sharp angle on the inside right there. So I'm actually gonna get rid of this. This is all roof. This is like a crazy structure, the likes of which I've never seen before. And so here, we have our stairs going up. And that we couldn't see, Wargame. By the way, Wargaming, thank you for the t-shirt, my friend. Hey, GL's here. I think we're ready. I think we are ready to start adding some details to this bad boy. Yeah, you know, I'm too low, aren't I? There we go. Let me zoom up. Thank you, Wargaming Beacon, for my t-shirt. Yes, it arrived. And it fits good. We're ready. These have actually been good shots, Wargame. Thank you. So, let's get rid of that. What do we glean from this? Do we glean anything from this? That's interesting. The bridge. What angle is this? I think this is also reversed. So we got this is this. This is this. This is this. I like the mini tower on top. No, is that right? This is almost... No, this is different. So that's that. And then we got this beautiful area here. Oh, look at that. Look, there's a ramp going up there. Alright, so we got... That's this ramp. So this and the two buildings there is this. That is that. So what do we got? What do we got? So this is this. That's that. And then with this, or this and this. Then this guy... See, this here... Look at the difference between those two. And look at the absence of that. So that's interesting. Maybe it was at a different point of its build. It's definitely there. Oops. So yeah, I like this, but I think it's almost like before they built this big huge honking tower or something. I do like the tents, although the tents are down at the bottom of the ditch. I mean, I'm not sure I'm gonna draw them. I'm going to, it's funny, like, how most have actually cracked these Chevaliers, and my apologies if I keep mispronouncing it, it stands today. So these artist interpretations, you would think that they would be able to get it pretty consistent. And it's funny how, there are these little minor differences. I do love, by the way, this tower here, I love that. I'm going to add this guy, though, right there. I'm going to add that while we're thinking on. Because that spans over the ditch, and clearly it's going to have a door on the other side. What in the mega, mega, mega fortress, huh? And it kind of slopes down a little bit at the end. So I am going to probably... I don't know how long I'm going to make the ditch, actually. So hold on a sec. Let's redo that. I'm actually going to just momentarily draw them all the way to the end. After I draw my ditch, we're then going to just dial that in a little bit. Let's not do that. We're going to go a little bit better than that. I think we can go better than that. Oh, come on. Come on, Faden. You can't keep screwing it up like that. Come on. There we go. There we go. Alright, I'm going to erase that once I've got the ditch drawn in. I think I'm going to do the ditch right now. Yeah, and you're both right. Also, look at that caravan coming in. Or patrol. I love the details on this one, by the way. That it's actually got people drawn in there. We can't do that really from above. But I do love this rendition quite a bit. I love the addition of the tents. I love the addition of that little tower right there. This one I feel has just got more detail in general. And I love the labels on it. And I feel like that circled tower was probably an addition. You know what I'm saying? that maybe it wasn't there at a certain point in time, and so the drawing at the top is showing the castle at a earlier point in history. Because they add it to shit all of the time, right? I don't really need to worry about those because I can delete them later, but let's just pretend that we're a professional. Just for a moment. Okay. Let's get rid of you. Then I'm going to hide this picture and we're going to draw in some trenches, I think. Let's draw in some trenches going around the outside edge. Now, talking of which, you know, if there's a trench going all the way around the outside... Well, hold on a minute. We saw from this that there was absolutely a freaking gate over here. What is going on here? So it's almost, it's like not too much of a drop and then kind of pretty steep. I thought there was a picture that we looked at. Let's just hide these pics for a moment. Alright, so that doesn't tell us. That definitely implies that there was some... Is it like... Okay, so there must be a trench here, but is it just a slope coming down otherwise? Is it just basically on a hill? You know what? This is a time for me to actually break out a photograph, huh? Oh, you know what? You need to come up here because you've got to get merged. Come up here. There you go. This is from the back. I feel like it's just sitting on a hill for the most part. Oh, let's keep that up. Not that one. In fact, you know what? That one I can get rid of. We're not using that anymore. I like these two. Hey, thank you. Let's take a look at this. Alright. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Okay. So, hold on a sec. Let's copy this. Let's paste it in here. Let's make it a little bit larger so we can see what the hell's going on. So... Can you imagine, by the way, can you imagine assaulting this thing? Can you imagine just marching with an army, coming up over the crest of a hill and seeing a fortress like this ahead of you? That's got to be some intimidating shit. This is a major fortress right here. Okay, so this guy here is this tower down here. And it extends out into here, probably a little bit more than I have. And it's got a little doorway here. So let's get that drawn. Let's get that drawn. We kind of needed to redraw it anyway because that was a bit wonky. So let's draw that. Let's start there. Honestly, it's because I try to picture myself like in that moment in time. That's the reason why I'm so freaking fascinated by military history. Because if you actually try to put yourself there and coming up, you've got thousands and thousands of guys with you. You're coming up over the top of the hill and you see this massive fortress. It would be intimidating as hell. And it's that type of thing that makes me love military history. I just don't see how you couldn't love military history. It's just the scale of military history through time is boggling, in my humble opinion. So what are we dealing with? It's a slope, isn't it? It's just a slope that's actually pretty strong, especially on the back. Look at this, just goes down. I thought it was a ditch. It's not. It's a slope. Interesting. And then this is this, and we'll do a nice shadow for that, by the way. We're actually going to do a shadow that looks like that. And so the other side of here, this must be like a little, so here is a dip, like right there. Maybe for part of this. So there's a bit of a trench around, but then it just drops off by the looks of it. I mean, you can even see here, like looking across the castle, all of this is just way lower down. So it looks like, if I'm gonna summarize here, it looks like what we're dealing with is kind of a bit of a ditch type situation, you know, something pretty close to the wall, but here, kind of, you know, bit of a ditch here, according to this, maybe not that close, you know, something like this, and it comes up, but then this must just go away, and then this sure stays pretty close right here. This is kind of the bit like here. So this is kind of the top of our hill, and then it just drops. I mean, it just freaking drops off. And so this is just going to be off into the distance. So we're going to do big cliffs there. Now that said though, this one on the other side, I think, so they have a little walkway that's kind of then, it kind of hooks around at the top. I don't think this is coming down. I'm not seeing this coming down here. I'm seeing this do this type of thing. And it kind of falls into like a little bit of a trench maybe at the top of the rise. But this just does not seem to go downhill. Would you agree with that? Is another good one from Wargaming. Yeah, look at, actually, hold on. I like this one. Alright, another reference pick. Yeah, let's just leave it there for now. So, what we're looking at right there is the back side, right? So this, in fact, you know what? Can I do this and get away with it, or will it confuse us? I was going to flip it. But maybe let's not do that. So we have this massive drop. Alright. So we do indeed, this thing just drops off all along here, you see? All the way out. Actually kind of further than the castle. Which is kind of interesting, but okay. And then it kind of loops around. So it kind of does this type of thing. obviously we've got to draw all of that in properly. Which means this is... I mean, there's got to be a little bit of a thing going on here. There has to be. So... But if that drops off... Okay, so it's almost like... I don't think we need to get perfect on this, by the way. Like, at all. But, whoops. Let's do something like that. And... But they definitely have some kind of bridge there, which means there has to be a gap there. Which means this must join here, right? Which must mean that this is a little bit of a dip right here. Nothing too cray-cray. Oh, actually. You know what? That might be the best yet. Hold on. Alright, we definitely have enough now to go off. Well, and if you look at it, there's this little bit here, there's this little bit right here, and then, yeah, it slips down to here, and then it just plummets. It just plummets away. Maybe we could try to capture that a little bit. Right here. Alright, so we kind of got... Comes in a little bit. Yeah, but it's definitely sloping down. And I think what we're dealing with is actually a pretty narrow trench. And some gentle slopes then coming away. And I'm going to guess that it's something similar here. We could probably actually do something like this. And then gentle slopes away. I think that'll be good. I think that will be good. So let's hide them for now. Let's come back to this and let's start drawing something, shall we? There we go. Just clean things up a little bit. Let's change our brush to represent pen pressure. What size do I want to do? Let's see if this works. I'll definitely take a walk around inside the castle, without a doubt. Because I'm going to build this mother effer inside 7 Days to Die. I am just going to do it. And it will be freaking glorious. Alright, let's do this thing. Actually, hold on. With all of these pictures that you've been sending across, I want to see if we've got one that's a better view of this corner. Because this just seems weird to me. You know why? Because that gap is actually filled with stone. That's freaking why. Alright. I'm just going to draw this in here for now. We'll actually come back to that later. That's why. It's kind of part of the rock. Okay. That might be a colouring thing that we have to do. Hey, Brian! Hello! We're just drawing castles, and I forgot to actually eat the bean. That sounds disgusting. Like, that could be, like, really inappropriate, but I'm not sure if it is or not. Let's just move on. Anyway, anywhere. Let's get our slopes drawn in. I really want to get the slopes drawn in today. Because I actually really wanted to try and work on the battlements a little bit too. So let's do this thing. How have you been, Brian? Yeah, we need a solid footing here for the tower, so let's do that. Too much. Sometimes less is more. Brian is doing... I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. I really am. Alright, so we're going to do something like that. I'm going to draw in a gatehouse, even though they don't look like that from above. Now, if that road is really coming that way, then that means there has to be a path wide enough over here, right? I'm not following the topographical lines here or anything. I just want it to look visually acceptable. This is looking good. It's looking good. We'll draw the rest of that road in later. Let's get the actual hill drawn in. I'm excited. This thing's beginning to come together. I like that, by the way, Wargame. I like what you just said there. Brian says, my day is and you immediately was like, how can we make it better? I love that. I wish more humans were like that. That's a beautiful, beautiful sentiment. Alright, so all of this is sloping down. And then this is kind of... This is where I'm kind of like confused. Let's bring back that Google map. Hold on. So there's... There it is. What the hell is going on here? Like, okay, we clearly have a ditch here. Clearly. If anything, I could even throttle this line back towards a tower. I think I'm going to do that. So, but we clearly have a ditch. But what is it doing? It kind of like, it hits this and then kind of arcs off. Right, you know what? It's going to be out of shot, so screw it. Done. Freaking done, son. Yeah, you know, the reason why I wanted to keep that at least there. Where is this road going? It's actually, it's off picture. Like, it gets to here and it just goes, okay, bye. And it disappears. So I'm going to do something different with that, because I don't know what's going on. My brain is broken. So we've got this, and then we're going to do, I think we're going to do a little bit of this. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Alright, yeah, okay, so it's clear that it kind of then does this. Weird peninsula bit there. Alright. You know what, screw it, it's fine. Let's get rid of this. I'm going to bring this way up against the castle. And make that a lot snugger. Oops, just deleted part of the castle. Let's not do that. Because if you look at this is kind of like right down into the trench, you know? And I think we'll do the same here. There we go. You know what, let's go with something like this. We'll get rid of you guys. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this. There we go. Then we're going to hide you guys, I guess. There we go. A river and a waterfall just past the bridge. Oh, well, wait a minute. The bean just worked. I guess Cloudbot's back online. Let me think about the river thing. You know why I'm thinking about it? And I mean this. River. Maybe you're not flooded. River. I love this map, by the way. River. It's like we have a river on almost every map. And we have just 4 maps if you include the marching camp without a river, out of 12. I think it'd be interesting to not do a river. Particularly because this one's so perched high. You know, if we're going to do some visual variation, I think we should avoid a river. Because we've got one right here. Literally right here. So yes, I'm going to hit save. Then you know what we're going to do next? Bean time. To celebrate the fact that Cloudbot is now back up and running. Oh, by the way, do you want me to do a peanut butter cup? I'll give you a moment to answer that. You can if you want. It's okay. You don't. Well, Maximum Peck said no. Beans all the way. Wargaming Recon wants it though. So who actually redeemed the bean? Who redeemed the bean? It was Magnificent Pex. Actually, Pex, Cloudbot was down earlier, just so you know. So you've actually joined us, and good evening to you, sir. But yeah, it was actually not working. Box office Jack apparently is in the stream. I didn't realise Jack was here. Alright, everyone's saying no. So yeah, Pex, it was down here, but it was also down in other people's streams. It was down in Wargaming Recon's stream. So I think it was a Cloudbot issue. But apparently it's back just in time for you. Here we go. Bean time. Enough talk. This video is going on TikTok. Shut the hell up. Stop talking. TikTok's all short videos. And you're still going, bitch. What the hell? Here we go. And bean. It's a good one. It's a good one. But it's a hot one. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. It's hot. Someone took a jalapeno and wrapped it in sugar. That had a real nice start. It's okay, I don't mind a little spicy. That's within my tolerance threshold. That's at my tolerance threshold. But I'm okay. I'm okay. I fight on. That was a close one. Hey, Marlin's girl. I love Marlin's girl. Call to action is milk. You know, we need a milk command. We really do. Marlin's girl. It's like you're not here for a chunk of the stream, but you come in at exactly the right time. It's got a bit of a kick, that one. Yeah, box office, you can't do them too much back to back. There is definitely a cooldown. What are you trying to do a bean for anyway? Get back into whatever corner you're in right now, sir. Oh yeah, so that's what was happening. It's a PEX. That's what's happening. Like, people are trying to redeem something and they're getting errors on it. That's exact. Oh, I wonder if this is literally because Pex is like an admin, right? He's a moderator of the channel. Well, so's Jack. But Pex, that's what's going on. People are getting something's going wrong, but they're still being deducted their money. And it was happening not just in our stream. I feel like it's a Cloudbot issue. Anyway, anywhere, we have a ditch to draw. Yeah, okay, I feel confident about this. Let's do the other side of this while we're here. Maybe someone could do a search to, you know, like, is Cloudbot down or something like that? Because there's been 2 streams now where it hasn't worked. So I have to assume that there's some kind of bigger issue afoot. There's no way that it's isolated to just Wargaming Recon and myself. Although, what is the common denominator, Wargaming? It's you and I, my friend. Okay. Okay. We may, Pex, need to turn off the commands so people aren't wasting their money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's fortunate that I'm actually not streaming for the next couple of nights, so maybe it's no big deal. Alright, it is going to look something not wildly different than this. So there was a cartographer. I guess there is a cartographer. But he did a historic piece on different ways. A historic piece? A blog post, I guess. On different ways to draw hills. And this method, kinda sorta, was one of them. And he argued that you could not accurately depict elevation changes using this method. I want to politely disagree with him on that. I think you absolutely can. I think you could actually capture even minor little freaking bumps using this method. Pex, one thing that we noticed on Wargames' channel is that he could redeem, I could not. As a viewer of his, I could not redeem shit. So, take that for what you will. Green Loonton, I owe you 2 dabs. You know what, sir? I will dab the crap out of you. So the other thing is too, I still see your stuff in the redeem area. I believe so. I think it's still in the shop. So it doesn't go to waste, I think. Yes, Wargaming, it definitely sounded dirty. Alright, we are... Let's rotate this map. I would love... Let's do a time check here. It is 1 hour in. We're doing good. I would love to finish the rise here. And then get ourselves into a little bit of battlement action. Even if we just do a little bit of the battlement, huh? We will be done with the black and white on this map this month, without a doubt. But we will be done on this map, I think, honestly, next Tuesday. Yeah, next Tuesday. We will be done with this map next Tuesday. Black and white. Then we will start colouring. Now, I don't know how long colouring is going to take. I'm hoping, honestly, that it is not as long as the black and white, but it might be. Typically, my colouring doubles my effort. So we are about 70 to 80 hours in on this right now, which means that we would have another 70 to 80 hours of colouring, and that's what I want to try to avoid. Because honestly, I think at that point, while every single one of my maps becomes a labour of love and something for me to be really proud of, like all of these, we can't do... that would be like 140 hours, 160 hours. Is that what Trollord are expecting, you know, bill-wise? There has to come a point where you go, Good enough. Good enough. So, I'm colouring the metropolis. What? That has to be a test. That has to be some kind of weird test. That was Pex doing a test. Because no one is hosting us with 1,000 bloody viewers. But anyway, my point being, yeah, we can't spend like another 80 hours just colouring this bad boy. I feel like the colouring should go quicker, right? I feel like these maps here are a prime example of where I put in more ink work than colouring. I feel like we could colour these things in like 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Each one. Well, they probably took 6 to 12 hours each to draw. So that's my kind of opinion. Ooh, hello. So, Jen, I actually all day was wearing the Shadows t-shirt, but I got rid of it only because this came in the mail, and I had to wear the Wargaming one. Okay, but back to this. That's the colouring phase. We will deal with colouring when we deal with colouring, right? How have you been, Jan? We haven't seen you in a while. So Wargaming, funny enough, like story time. There was, when I was setting up my stream, and you could test your like emotes and stuff, your actual commands. I actually did that to myself. I did a test, and it'd be like, you know, John Smith has just followed Alyssa Faden. And it's like, ooh, I got my first follower. It's like, no, you dummy. You just did a test. And I literally did that to myself like 3 times. William Bottomsworth has just subscribed to Alyssa Faden. And I was like, I've got a subscriber. No, cool your jets. You just hit the test button, dope. I think you get caught up in so much want and desire that the brain starts to insert like an alternative reality, and thus the US politics system. That's about as close to politics as we're going to get on this channel. We are doing great, Jen. Good to see you still out there and well, young lady. We got a cheer. Love you, man. Unless that was also a test. In which case, damn you, test bot. But thank you. Alright, so we need to do a rise on this side, I think. No, it slips away. It slips away on all sides, but slips away a lot on that side. Okay, so let's do a little bit more. How do I want to do this? Well, that is indeed the $1 billion. Although there is a little bit of a dip here. There is a little bit of a dip just here. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a dip as a dab. And so if there is a dip and then it drops off again, it's probably looks something like this, and we'll go like that. Yeah, we'll go like that. Pex, get on it. We need new GIFs for the cheers. Because you don't have enough to do, Pex. Come on. Get that on the list. We have a very demanding audience here, Pex. You know what? I was going to say screw your coffee, but now that would be inhumane. Gotta have coffee. Gotta have coffee. A man can't do shit without coffee. Phantom Jen, add it to his to-do list. Not mine, his. You can add it to mine, but I'll just give it to him. I didn't know, actually, Jen, that we had that power. Wait a minute. I'm underutilizing Phantom Jen. Hold on. Because when I get Phantom Jen to tell Jack to get me wine, it happens, and Jack comes through and gets me wine. So why can't I get Phantom Jen to give Pex orders? Is Phantom Jen the nexus for all things ordery? I think she might be. I think we might try this. And I'm going to bet that Pex doesn't want to argue with her. I think there's something to this. And Pex is trying to divert. It is a thing. Okay. Clearly I have been completely and utterly underutilizing Phantom Jen. Alright, 2 reminders too to everyone who's either watching the channel tonight. I'm only so with this. That's not the reminder. I'm gonna get rid of a little bit of this. There's often, honestly, less is more a lot of the time, and I kind of want to throttle back this a little bit. So this month is the holiday month of the year, and it's been a terrible year. We are doing a Toys for Tots drive this month. 25% of everything I earn on Twitch, on Noble Dwarf Maps, or on Patreon is get turned around and given straight back to Toys for Tots. And I'm going to be talking to a couple of people to try and do a match dollar for dollar. So this is a month, please, if you're watching this video later on, please consider subscribing to me on Twitch, Alyssa Faden, or Patreon, patreon.com/Alyssa Faden. You can find me on Facebook, Alyssa Faden, Instagram, Alyssa Faden, and Twitter, Alyssa Faden. You can find me in all of those locations. Follow me, hit me up with support, and in December, we turn that support straight back into Toys for Tots. I want to try and do something good this year, okay? Because this year, absolutely, we need it. The I-cord. I don't know what that means, Alex. I don't know what that means, but you know, I don't do anything. Honestly, I really don't. So I don't know. I don't own Apple products of any description. So there's no I-cord. Alright, you know, I actually want to work on this side a little bit. Is that what the I-chord thing is? That each bit comes separately? Is that what that is? Not being like a Apple person, that is probably lost on me. Okay, here we go. All right, now we're talking. Now we're cooking on gas. Now we have a slope heading on down, and we'll do little bushes and trees and things like that. But now we're cooking on gas. Look at that. Okay. Wait a minute. Whoa. AirPods, Apple over ear, $549. You know what? Look, seriously, I'm not going to do a tech war on this channel, like, at all, but I don't get it. I do not understand it. I went to an Apple store, like, once, and I was seriously going to buy, like, one of their Surface things, or whatever they're called. Something to draw on. Something I could take to conventions and draw maps on it. And I came in with dollars to spend. Paid. I want to buy one. And immediately, the moment I got into the store, like, you've got all of these benches set up with, like, various things to test out. And you got this back wall of it that it looks like a shrine of hardware. And there's not a price on anything. I'm like, alright, fair enough. But I find the tablet that I'm interested in, and I pick it up, and I'm trying out, and I'm like, you know what, I like this. Could I find a sales associate in amongst the cultists in there? No. Could I find anyone interested in taking my money? No. Could I find a price tag somewhere so I knew what I was about to spend? No. And after about 20 minutes of standing there with this thing in my hand, wanting to buy it, I was like, I'm out. I'm done. Apparently, this is just a place where you come just to try out the latest Apple products, but not actually buy them. We just come here and circle jerk all over the products, but not actually lay down any cash. So I went to the Microsoft store across the road and I bought one of theirs. And there was like 100 people plus in the store, all looking at shit. I assume buying shit. I assume. Maybe it's a Portland thing. Not a price tag in place. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, so screw you, Apple, because you didn't get my $500 or $1,000. They don't give a shit, and I know they don't give a shit. That's not what this is about. But the experience was a negative experience, you know. And don't get me wrong, there were 100 people in there, and they were having a group orgy over Apple products, you know. They were clearly happy. I felt like I was a different type of species walking in there. It was just a weird experience. Not enjoyable. I didn't like it. So $500 for your iPod over ear, whatever. Fuck off. Just fuck off. I don't care. It's stupid. It's stupid at this point. I mean, I am a consumer. I buy miniatures I'll never paint. I buy games I will never play. I buy PC games just because I like owning them. But I'm never going to spend that type of money just over and over and over and over because. But that's honestly, that's the type of shit where you see people buying sneakers and crap. And okay, look, part of me is like, whatever gives you peace in the world, whatever gives you satisfaction and happiness in the world, all fucking power to you. And you know what? There comes a point where, you know, you could look at me buying miniatures over and over and over and say you're doing the same fucking thing, Faden, so shut the hell up. And I get it. I totally get it. But the money involved is different. I slapped down $50 for a 75mm miniature in a month. You're slapping down $500, $1,000, $2,000 on a pair of sneakers. And I guess my anti-consumerism is beginning to creep on through. Alright, so Alex Vixen actually explains a little bit. When Apple first released the cordless earphones, people were losing them. They complained to Apple about it. So Apple announced that they were releasing a great invention that you could clip to the earphones so you don't lose them. It was a cord, but it was the greatest invention ever for Apple. Hence, Alex Vixen calls it the iCord. And you know what, Alex Vixen? You're right. You're right. And it's bullshit. It's just bullshit. Wait, what? $53,000 for a Mac Pro? That has to be a typo. That has to be a typo. No worries, Pex. No worries. We just blamed you off channel, so it's fine. It's fine, honestly. We all love you. But you are a scapegoat. No, but seriously, because I experienced it in Wargames stream from the receiving end, I knew it's a Cloudbot issue. Without a doubt. Do I want to do that? I don't think I do. I'm going to leave that off for now. Right, let's just, for now, we're going to add more, but let's just leave it like that for now. And let's see if we can do time check. We've got time for this. Let's do a battlement. Let's do a battlement. I'm actually going to merge this with my ink. That's how confident I am right now. And we are going to play with battlements. It's a thing. Can I do that? No, I can't do that. So it doesn't like it. What does it not like? I've got a hole. I have a hole in my wall. Dear Liza, I have a hole in my wall. I have a lot of holes in my walls. Alright. So what I'm trying to do... Oh, that's probably the one that did it. So what I want to do is I want to do a select inside the wall. And Photoshop will select outside of the ink if it finds a hole. Got some funky ass lines going on here, Faden. Like, what is this? What is this? Wargaming, don't you ever let me draw something like that again, sir. Okay. I think... Is that ready? Is that ready? Let's reduce this down quite a bit. Let's tidy him up. Alright, let's try it again. I'm about to, I'm about to do something I've not done before, like ever. Not just on stream, just ever. Alright, so we're then going to do select, modify, expand. What thickness were these walls? 10? 10 pixels? That's too much. Were they 5? I feel like they were 5. Okay, so this is where the test comes in. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. Let's do it on top. And then we're going to do... We're going to stroke it. We're going to stroke it by 5 pixels. We're going to do a light grey. And if you've watched my Rome video, you've seen how I do my battlements. Yeah, you know what? Let's try this. Let's try this. So, if we now delete. Alright, this is the experiment because we're going to see if that looks good. I don't think that's thick enough. I'm not sure I'm feeling that. Print size is probably about that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Okay, so edit, stroke. In the center. No, in the inside. Let's do 7 pixels on the inside. Let's try that. Yeah, I'm not sure if Jack's actually around. Oh, there he is. He's up there, so I guess he is. But he cut himself over the weekend, and it was right here. On the inside. It was down into the palm of his hand and across the base of his fingers. You know what? Maybe our erase tool is too small. How small is this? I don't know, but let's try making it bigger. Okay, so how does that look? I feel like this is going to be highly subjective. You know what I'm saying? Let's do 6 pixels. Let's do 6 pixels. Then edit, stroke. 5 on the inside. 5 on the inside. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did I just stroke that in the wrong layer? I did stroke that in the wrong layer. We want that there. We want to create a new layer. And we're going to leave it on the top. And then we're going to do... select, modify, expand. 6. Edit stroke. The inside 5. Right, let's try that. Let's try this. Let's get rid of the select. I think we could go tighter. I think we could go tighter, but I think that is what I'm looking for. So let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah, I know, right? I know. First the beans, then the dab at your ass, and then the stroke. I know. Apparently it is all of the kinds of wrong channel that isn't getting the following that it should be getting. Because other channels out there that we're going to be buttering up your ass and editing your stroke, they would be getting some serious following. Alright, I'm going to edit this just a touch. We're going to bring that down in size. In fact, you know what? Let's just go to the dedicated erase tool. And we want 15. 15? Let's roll with 15. Let's control the size that we're dealing with here. And let's do this section, right? What time have we got? 1:29. Let's do this. Let's just do this section, right? Then I will feel good about this. No, I don't like doing it that way. That way does not work for me. We're just gonna eyeball it, okay? And apparently fuck it up, apparently. Let's try it again. There we go. Let's space them out a bit. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking on gas. I work a lot better when I'm kind of just guesstimating it. And voila. Now, if you're wondering what's going on with the other side, nothing's going on with the other side. We're not going to do anything with that. There's no battlement there. Or is there? I guess what I should say is, in certain parts of the map, there's no battlements on the inside. And I don't think there's going to be one there, but I'm not going to do anything about it right now. There's probably, by the way, a quicker tool inside Photoshop. And I think I could probably make a brush to do what I'm doing here, but with a whole lot less steps. But I haven't done it yet. So in the meantime, we're just going to do it this way. And we're going to roll with it. We're also going to do the usual drop shadow on the inside of that and everything. That's why I was going to do shadows, but we'll leave that to next Monday. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Changing your freaking technique all over the place. That's what you're doing. Here we go. Okay, okay. Taking shape, taking shape. Yeah, let's do that. Sure. And I want to get to the ink. I'm just gonna. Whoa, 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 whoa! That can't be on the ink. I'm not on the ink. Let's just get rid of you. Just so close to the wall. Just please, a wiggle bit. Thank you very much. Okay, okay. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I am going to do this all around the outside edge of Crack the Chevaliers. We're not going to do it tonight though. We are going to pick up on this. Thank you for the reminder. I haven't saved in a while. So we are going to pick up on this next Monday. Now in the meantime, I think I will work on this a little bit off camera, just to do this repetitious battlement patterning. We will be officially back next Monday on this very same map. Unofficially, between now and next Monday, I will be playing Cyberpunk. I will be getting giddy with excitement. I will be rubbing Cyberpunk all over me like a little baby Cyberpunk oil. All up in this business. And for the next 48 hours, I'm going to be off camera. After that, I might stream me playing. I won't be mapping. I will be playing. So if you see me crop up and it says Cyberpunk, lay it on me, big boy. That's what I'm doing, okay? And feel free to join in if that's what I'm going to do. And between now and Monday, maybe that's exactly what I'm going to do. So we will see. We will see. As for the map, honestly, if we take a look at these, this is Crack the Chevalier. The castle still stands today. It was a huge Crusader castle. Big history. And we're looking good. This is the last black and white part for Trollord Games Castle Keeper's Guide. And then we'll be on to colouring. Once we're done with, by the way, Locatoy, which is imminent, it's like pretty much done, we will be returning to Necropolis in earnest and getting that one wrapped up over the next few months. So this is where we're at. I think it's looking good. I think our plan, really, honestly, looking at Google, looking at our plan, it's not far off. It's looking pretty good. So we are going to come back to this Monday. Again, watch out for me in the interim. In the meantime, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, you Twitch subscribers, you Patreon backers, you humble me with your support. incredible amount of love to you. And I really, really, really mean that. Truly. Everything that we're doing here, from software, from hardware, to Beans, to Pex and his team, is because of you. And it only makes the channel better. It only inspires me to do more. Only inspires me to give back to you more. So with that said, no stream tomorrow. We are going to pick up on this officially next Monday. But watch out for me popping up here and there playing Cyberpunk. It might be a little bit risky because I'll probably be naked and have a controller all over me. You heard it here first, folks. I love you all. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Until the next stream, whenever that may be, I love you, and I'll see you on the flip side.